The loneliest I ever felt was while loving her. Sometimes, the person you love the most is the one who teaches you how painful love can be. I met her back in high school. I was around 16, and she looked like she was carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. She was different from the other girls. Quiet, closed off, always lost in her own thoughts. While everyone else was laughing, going out, and living normally, she always seemed emotionally distant. And maybe that's exactly what made me get close to her. At first, we were just friends. I listened to her talk about her problems at home, her insecurities, her anxiety attacks, and I stayed there beside her. I wanted to save her. Today, I understand that was my first mistake. Because when you try to emotionally save someone, sometimes you end up drowning with them. But back then, I couldn't see it. I thought love meant staying. And I stayed, even when she pushed me away. Even when she took her pain out on me. Even when I started feeling invisible inside the relationship. At the beginning, everything felt perfect. She used to say I was different. That I was the only person who truly understood her. And I believed her. I spent years doing everything for that woman. I worked all day and still stayed awake listening to her problems late at night. I put my dreams aside to support hers. When she cried, I was there. When she had breakdowns, I was there. When she wanted to give up on life, I was there. But little by little, I started disappearing. It's strange realizing the moment you stop being loved and start becoming emotionally convenient for someone. She slowly changed. She became cold, distant, impatient. The conversations became shorter. The affection disappeared. And I started feeling that horrible loneliness, even while being in a relationship. And honestly, the worst loneliness in the world is feeling alone beside the person you love. But I kept trying. Because men do that. We grow up learning to silently endure everything. So I ignored the signs. Ignored the coldness. Ignored the lack of effort. Ignored even my own sadness. Until the day I discovered the betrayal. And I remember exactly how it felt. It felt like all those years suddenly lost their meaning in a matter of seconds. My heart wasn't destroyed, fuck it, because of the cheating. It was destroyed because I realized I had been fighting alone for a very long time. Plials, and emotionally, she said climate canada precies. Got play for violin or had straight at Prague, and okay. And you know the worst part. Even after discovering everything, I still tried to understand her. I still tried to justify her actions. Still tried to save what was already broken. Because when you deeply love someone, your mind does everything possible to avoid accepting the truth. But eventually, I broke. I became emotionally exhausted. No energy. No self-esteem. No desire to talk to anyone anymore. There were nights when I sat alone inside my car, trying to understand where exactly I had lost myself. Because I barely recognized who I had become. And I think a lot of people go through this today. Some people enter relationships so intensely that they completely forget who they were before them. After the breakup, I was destroyed. But slowly, I started rebuilding my life. I started going to the gym, started working on my dreams again, spent more time alone. And for the first time in years, I started discovering who I really was without emotionally depending on someone else. It was difficult, because nobody talks about the emptiness left behind after loving someone deeply. Nobody talks about how a man feels after being emotionally destroyed. Most men just suffer in silence. And recently, when I had completely lost the desire to love again, I met someone. She's a single mother. She has 2 children. And honestly, she brought me a peace I hadn't felt in years. She listens to me, respects me, actually sees me. She doesn't make me feel invisible. And maybe that's exactly what scares me. Because after someone breaks your trust, loving again feels dangerous. Part of me wants to try. But another part of me is terrified of going through all of that pain again. Terrified of becoming attached. Terrified of opening my heart again. Terrified of ending up emotionally destroyed one more time. So I want to ask you something. Do you think someone can truly love again after surviving a relationship that emotionally destroyed them? Or are there wounds that change a person forever?